Hi guys, in today's video I want to tell you about two of my current favourite accessories for the DJI Pocket 3. Now they're pretty cheap and cheerful, don't cost very much, but I find them incredibly useful and maybe you might too. So let's find out what they are, how they work, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so both of these accessories are from the company called Sunny Life, which do a lot of accessories for the Pocket 3. So the first one here is a kind of plastic gimbal protector for the Pocket 3. Very useful, just obviously to protect the head of the gimbal. So first of all, let me show you just how it works. You just simply unclip it like this. You make sure you line up the screen, obviously with the bit of the plastic that's designed for the screen. Pop it in and just close it and then clip it. And now your Pocket 3 gimbal heads is nice and protected. So you could of course maybe put this in your pocket now without having to worry about your heads suddenly being bent or something like that. Very useful. Okay, so this retails very cheaply indeed. It's probably about like $3 or $4 or maybe $5 at best. So they actually do two different versions. They do a plastic one like this, and they also do like a silicone one. So I bought the plastic one just because I thought it's a little bit stronger, but probably find the silicone one just does work just as well. Now the next accessory here is also by the company called Sunny Life, and this guy here has another sort of form of protection for the Pocket 3, because notice when I've got the gimbal protector on here that the buttons are actually still unprotected, and it's still easy to actually, I think, accidentally switch on the Pocket 3, or that's what I'm worried about, is accidentally switch on while, for example, it's in my pocket, and then, you know, God knows what's going to happen while it's inside the protector. So I decided to get this accessory as well. So what we can do is we can simply just line it up and pop the buttons just over like so. So the actual buttons are kind of protected because they're actually lower than the plastic. So if you try and run your fingers over the hole here, you can't actually press the buttons unless you actually put your finger into the hole. So I think that's going to help stop accidental records or accidental switching off of the gimbal, which will be even worse. So I feel a lot more secure having this extra protection. It also kind of like protects the buttons as well, and you've got this you can also got space underneath to be able to mount the tripod in there. I think I've got it in the bag here, but I can show you that in a sort of B-roll. You can simply just put the buckle on the Pocket 3, push it so it locks. Let me just get that like that, and now you have your Pocket 3 nicely protected with the two together, and that's why they're nice to buy together, because they actually are kind of compatible, as you can see. So your Pocket 3 is almost like armoured, I suppose. It's very nicely protected from accidental presses, and I'd be quite happy just popping this in the bag or just in my pocket, because of course it's very annoying to every time you want to sort of stop recording, if you've got the normal case, you have to pop your Pocket 3 in. It's just a pain in the bum just to sort of like keep taking it in and out of that. So that's why I've got this, because it's particularly nice. But the other nice feature I like is the fact that it's got sort of a handle on the back here. It's just sort of it's expandable handle. You can, it's held by Velcro, and then you can simply just pop your hand into the strap like this, and your Pocket 3 will remain much more secure on your hand, so it's less likely to fall down. And you know, you've also got some extra distance to be able to hold onto the Pocket 3 when you're doing recording, rather than if you haven't got anything at all, it's much shorter. So it's nice to be able to sort of give something more to grip hold of. So as I said, I find this accessory particularly useful because it's got a nice kind of like grip on the back here, so you know, you can pretty much do your filming like so, you know, and whatever you need to do, and it's going to remain nice and secure in your hand. If you trip, you know, you're not going to kind of accidentally drop the Pocket 3. So yeah, it's a really nice, useful little accessory, and again, it doesn't really cost very much. Well, that's pretty much it. So I said these are nice and cheap buys. I mean, if you don't use them, then it doesn't really cost you very much, but you might find they're quite useful just to sort of keep protecting your Pocket 3. Okay, so the other thing I need to show you is, obviously when you want to start recording with your Pocket 3, you can just simply press the little button on the side here, and the gimbal cover comes off, and you're pretty much ready to go. And once you've finished, it's nice a case of just popping the Pocket 3 back into the gimbal protector, if you can actually get it to line up like so, and then just closing it and clipping it down, and there we go, it's ready to be stored or just popped in your pocket. Okay guys, I hope you find that video useful, and of course if you do, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks on the Pocket 3 and other Wizmos and gadgets. Take care, and I shall see you soon.